All right, we're going to start working on some gait patterns here. Gait patterns are walking patterns. Our gait is probably the most complex of all the movement patterns that we utilize on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to start out by learning how to reinforce the movement patterns that make up our gait pattern, okay? The first thing that we're going to take a look at are some exercises just to start getting warmed up for doing this work, all right? The first exercise I want to show you is just called spinal rocking. It's very easy. Take a look at it from the front, just rocking back like this. Looks pretty easy, but if you haven't done it since you were a kid, you might get a couple chuckles from the first time you try it. Anyway, that's how it looks from the front. Not going to move the mat, but I can show you here, okay? Like this. Okay? Start out by doing, I usually do 20 to start out to get my low back warmed up. All right? That's the best way to get warmed up for this work. All right, so the first gait pattern, movement pattern exercise that we're going to learn is just called bridging. I call it bridge and squeeze, all right? From the front, here's what it looks like. Everybody knows this, I think. But anyway, it's just bridging up like this, okay? From the side, here's what it looks like. Bridging up. All right? And what I call it bridge and squeeze. Because we're not just going to bridge up, but we're going to squeeze our glutes, squeeze your butt while we do it. All right? And usually, I'll start out, I'll get 10 of these. Probably do 10 of them. All right? So let me just switch this like so. And you can see what this looks like. I'm just bridging up. You squeeze your glute, squeeze your butt. Then you come on down, all right? Now the other piece of this exercise is called pelvic rocking, okay? Your pelvis rocks anteriorly and it rocks posteriorly. So as we do this exercise, we want to rock our pelvis, okay? When we push up into extension, we're rocking our pelvis posteriorly. When we come down and then arch our back, we're rocking our pelvis anteriorly. So you incorporate that into this exercise. So you rotate posteriorly up into the bridge, then you bring yourself down and you rock anteriorly to get that pelvic rocking. Ready? Posteriorly and up, down, anterior, back and forth, like this. All right? This is working on moving the pelvis in what they call the sagittal plane, or the front to back plane. So it's anterior rocking, posterior rocking of the lumbar spine. And we're also getting the glutes, gluteus maximus, medius, minimus, to fire. All right, that's one of the most important things we need to do, is make sure that our glutes are firing, because in our culture, many people have gotten to the point where their glutes are not firing, or at least they're not firing effectively. All right, so just to review, bridge up, that's called extension, that's posteriorly rocking, come down, anterior rock into anterior pelvic rotation, bridge, and squeeze. Bridge, squeeze, bridge and squeeze. Rock anteriorly, rock posteriorly, bridge and squeeze. Rock anteriorly, rock posteriorly, bridge and squeeze. All right, you got it. I do about 20 of those. Do a set of 5, rest for a second if you want. Do 5 more, rest, so forth and so on. But it usually takes me about, I like to do at least a set of 10 as my first set of exercises. All right, give that a try.